my beautiful people, welcome back. Interestingly, it's a cold and rainy and gray sort of day out here in Southern California. HOA and I are here in the garage, and today I wanted to do a quick little tutorial on mixing up pouring medium with gel gloss instead of liquid pouring medium. We're going to be using tonight Liquitex gel gloss and American Floetrol. Those two ingredients and maybe a little bit of water if we need it. And I'm going to show you how I mix up a 10-ounce cup of the pouring medium and what we can do with that pouring medium. And then we will use some paints that we do and some leftovers on this 18 by 24. So that's an 18 by 24 gallery wrapped. I have taped and pinned the back. I have not painted the sides and edges yet because I'm not entirely sure what color I'm going to end up with as a base coat. So to start with this recipe, first of all, let me just say I have used the golden gel gloss, I've used extra heavy gel gloss, I've used Liquitex extra heavy gel gloss. This is just gloss gel. This is probably the loosest and smoothest of the gel glosses, just the gloss gel, not anything with an extra or a heavy in there. So this one is a brand new container. We're just gonna use this end of this paintbrush. See, I use paintbrushes. And take this off, and I'm going to show you the consistency. But it is this beautiful, creamy, thick. Okay, so for this recipe, what I have come, I'm not big on measuring, but I have measured, and I do actually own a scale. I'm not sure where it is at the moment, but I do have one, and I used to use it all the time when I first started. For this recipe, it's about a 1-to-4 ratio of gel gloss to Floetrol. So for a 10-ounce cup, we're going to be mixing about 8 ounces of pouring medium, and so that's going to be 2 ounces of the gel gloss and about 6 ounces of the American Floetrol. So I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to eyeball it. Put some in the bottom there. Maybe a little bit more. That may be slightly more than 2 ounces, but that's okay. This doesn't have to be exact.
What if you bang it on the table so it gets as flat as possible?
So it settles.
Okay.
Okay, well, you get an idea. So that's about 2 ounces of the gel gloss. And now I'm going to take my American Floetrol. This is a brand new bottle. HOA, what was the first thing I did when I took the bottle and put it on the table?
You took some pantyhose.
Well, even before that.
Oh, you shook
Shake it up.
Shook the daylights out.
Shake your Floetrol because it separates if it's been sitting, and it's just better to have it all mixed up before you even open the bottle. So it's also a good arm workout. So. The other thing HOA had mentioned was we put pantyhose on the top of the Floetrol bottle to strain it for us so that we don't end up with any nasty things that happen to be inside the bottle. They will stay inside the bottle and not come out. So now we're just going to take this.
I believe the technical term is goobers.
Goobers? Boogers? Boogers. Most people call them boogers. Okay. Floetrol boogers are gross. So I hope you never encounter one, but this will ensure that you don't actually have to deal with them. So we're going to just take the Floetrol that we've shaken up, and we're going to pour a little bit in first. And we're going to mix that up. So the reason that I don't fill the cup with Floetrol is because all that would do would be to make the gel gloss break up into chunks and then be very, very difficult to stir. This way we've taken the thicker consistency with the gel gloss, or gloss gel. I keep saying it backwards, sorry.
No, it is gel gloss. Oh no, gloss gel. I'm sorry.
See, I keep saying it. Now I got you doing it too. You were the one voice of reason and sanity here, honey.
No.
Okay, so what's happened now, even with just that little bit of Floetrol, is it has become smoother and it's actually stirrable. It's like almost pourable. So we're gonna add a little bit more in right now. We're gonna end up with about a total of about 6 ounces of Floetrol to 2 ounces of the gloss gel. Did it right.
I think the golden one is gel gloss.
It might be. The thick, creamy stuff, not the liquidy stuff.
This is definitely gloss gel.
Okay. So now we're mixing this. Scrape the sides and edges so you guys can see. And now all of a sudden it's pourable. So I'm actually going to add a little bit more Floetrol to this. Oop, and my cup just cracked. That's not good. Let's get another one. Let's just pour it into the new cup so you guys can see it nice and pretty. Okay. right, so see, we haven't actually got that much in there. So I am gonna add more Floetrol to this now. Let me get to about there. That's pretty good. So I'd say that's a 1:4 ratio for the gloss gel to the Floetrol. The only other thing that I would say might change this a little bit is if you're using the heavy gloss gel or the extra heavy gloss gel, you might add more Floetrol. But ultimately, the goal of this is to get to that beautiful, thick, creamy, heavy-bodied mound on a mound before it sinks onto itself nice and easily, just like that. And we have not added any water to this. Of course, this is the gloss gel. If we had the heavy or the extra heavy, we would need to add water or more Floetrol. So, and I don't want you guys to get so hung up on recipes and ounces and ratios and stuff like that. A lot of this is by feel. And I encourage you all, when you have your paints mixed up in front of you, hold on to the cup, hold on to your stitch stick, close your eyes for a second and stir it, because you will feel a difference. You will feel the sensation of it, and then when you go on to the next cup, you'll instantly be able to tell if it's thicker or thinner than the last one you just did. So that's a very, very good exercise for you guys to do.
The resistance.
The resistance, exactly. So, all right, so there's our Floetrol. And there's our pouring medium. I have a bunch of leftover paints. Oh, I was going to show you that. Let me show you that. Hold on, because it's really pretty. The dried results from the last pour. This one came out so pretty. I love how this one turned out. That's just beautiful. Is there glare on it at all?
Nope, but it's, you see the sheen.
Okay, I love this top area with the darker Prussian blue, and I love that iridescent blue-green down here. And there was over here, there was one part where I was just drooling over the jadeite. It was gorgeous. I'll hold it horizontal for you too. But I think I like it better vertically. But this is very pretty, it's very cool, and it's very shimmery, so this one is awesome. Okay, let's get started now. Okay, so what I have leftovers, I have some Prussian blue, and this is that same recipe. Okay, I have some iridescent blue-green. These are all the same colors that were just in that one. And this paint has been sitting here with press and seal on top of it. I haven't added anything or done anything to it. So we're gonna do a sandwich pour. So I actually have white already mixed up, and I have a big, huge cup of it. So what I'm gonna do is instead make that cup into this color, which I used in Costa Rica with my friend Nate Bright. It was so pretty. This deep violet from Liquitex Basics is just gorgeous. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. And let's see. Just get a separate cup so you can see everything easily. I'm gonna start with a few ounces of this. Okay. And then we're gonna squeeze some paint in there, about an ounce or so. And then we're going to stir that up. So in this step, we're adding the binder to our paint. Okay, and now we're going to add a little bit more of this. There we go. So that still seems just a smidge thick. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of water. Literally little tiny bit. Just that much. You also don't have to use this. You can put water in a spray bottle. It's very, very easy and okay. That's pretty. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're going to take a cup. For an 18 by 24, we need about 16 ounces of paint. So we're gonna do a sandwich pour with all these colors and with our gold. I think I'm gonna leave out the jadeite this time though. Okay, so for a sandwich pour, we're actually making a sandwich. Oh, by the way, before I forget, this I will take and put a lid on, and I will use it next time I need to make paint. These little 10-ounce cups come with lids. Just pop that right on there and you're good to go. And then that'll keep for as long as you need it to. I haven't had one go bad yet, so. All right, back to the painting. So we're gonna start with some of this pearl white, kind of a thicker layer. I think we're gonna do a multiple layer sandwich too. Now, I'm not gonna pour the paint from here, I'm just gonna drizzle.
A Dagwood?
Dagwood, is that what that's called?
A Dagwood sandwich is
many layers?
Yeah.
Let's see. And some Prussian blue.
And that comic strip blonde.
24 karat gold. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna do the deep violet that we did first. That's gonna be really pretty in there. I don't know if I want to use the iridescent blue green. I kind of don't. Okay. We're gonna pour another layer of our white. Another piece of bread for our sandwich, if you will. And some more gold. And some of the Prussian. Now we'll use the iridescent blue green. And a little bit of gold. Okay. And another layer of white. Okay, let's start with the purple this time. Okay. And then let's put some Prussian blue on there. Sandwich boards are a really, really great way to use up paint that you have left from another project, because you don't need a lot of your colors. You just need a lot of white. Do a little bit of this on there too. Another layer of white. Do a thinner layer of white this time. I'm going to do one more layer. So this is a 16-ounce cup. So technically this should be enough paint for that entire 18 by 24. I have to go over there and see what color base coats we have. Okay. Okay. These over. We might just end up using a lot of that paint as the base coat color. But I do have more white over here also. Again, storing pouring medium with a lid on it. It should just be fine. This is white. Oh, that's perfect. It's a little thinner. I'm just going to add what I have left in here into this. Give it a bit of a pearly sheen. Thicken it up just a smidge and give us more volume of paint. Okay. So, we're going to flip this one. Actually, I think I'm going to flip it into a puddle of a couple of different colors. I'm just going to pour some of this down. And I don't want to put the white around it. Okay, we're going to flip this onto here. Are you ready, darling?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Aye, lass. That I am.
Here we go. Ooh, that was a good flip. Okay. Magic taps. Let's go this way with it. So you can turn the canvas to make it easier for your arm. I'm right-handed. I'm going to use my right arm, so this gives me an easier way to do it rather than struggling. So, ready, darling?
Yes.
Here we go. Ooh. That's pretty. I like it. I'm happy. There's a lot of color in this one. That's okay. It's gorgeous. Okay. Second. We're going to use our white and we're going to go around this. That's perfect. Okay.
I'm surprised I see so much color based on just how little it seemed like you drizzled in there.
Mm-hmm. That's the beauty of the sandwich board. I mean, you do get blending, but if you use colors that work together, then it's a good thing.
Have you ever tried using different color bread?
Yeah, didn't we do a That triptych that we did with the wildflower triptych. That was a reverse dark sandwich pour. It was using the darker blue as the bread. You don't remember, HJ? I'm hurt.
We had almost 500 videos, dude.
Yeah, actually, our 500th is coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very schmutz. Oh, that's right. That was the last of the white.
You've been doing all the editing lately, so.
Just been slacking, huh? You can edit if you want. Okay.
Shoot, painting, get lunch.
Look at how many cells are in there already. That's so pretty in this part. I love this too. Okay, this is good. I'm happy. Let's anchor that part over that corner. Get the weight of the paint over there. Lock it down nice and easy. And just go over that corner. And then bring it back. Back toward the center. Down. And go off that bottom edge. Back to center. And just walk this down now. Nice and easy. Side to side. That's really pretty. I see something. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I love it.
Very cool.
It's kind of like a rainbow sky right there with stars in it. Pretty pretty. Just take the weight of the paint back to the center a little bit so we stretch out all the edges. And that, I'm going to call done. I'm just going to fix the corners and the sides. Okay. Alright, this is very cool looking. I love this. I love all of this transparency. And this is one of the things that I really like about the Gel Gloss's pouring medium is there is beautiful transparency to it. And we're getting all this pretty color and gradients of it. This is cool. I like it a lot. I will show you guys when it's dry. So thank you so much for being here. I hope this demystifies some of the Gel Gloss pouring medium recipe. I originally saw my friend Erica Hughes, who we did FAB in Delray Beach, Florida together, use this pouring medium a while back. And I think she did it because she was out of the liquid stuff. But that just, you know, goes to show you, experiment, play with it, try stuff. You know, we use glue, we use Mod Podge, sometimes we use all sorts of different things as pouring medium. Just understanding that there's binders and that you add the thinner stuff to the thicker stuff a little bit at a time will help you go a long way. And then you can also experiment with the amount of paint that you use. If you don't have access to as much Floetrol and as much pouring medium, you may end up using more paint, which would dictate what kind of paint you use. So anyways, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you liked this one. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you guys could leave me a comment. And as always, sharing is caring. So if you can share the videos to your social media, that would be awesome. And let's see, what else is going on? We have some fun stuff coming up. We have a collaboration with JMO Paint and feral art coming up in a week or so, which is going to be really awesome. And we have PorcCon coming up in August in Las Vegas. You can get more information about PorcCon at www.porcon.com. And make sure you use the early bird code before April 22nd to get significant savings. All right, I'll show you this one when it's dry. Thanks for being here. It's a heavy one too. What happened? Really? Baxi, you're a Rottweiler. Okay. Give it a mighty bork.